Hey family, thank you for joining D-Love Journey. If you are new here, this channel is all about everything mind, body, and spiritual wellness. Okay, our community guidelines are very simple. Know thyself, love thyself, and be thyself. If that is something that you can get down with, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join our community. We'd love to have you. And if you are a returning family member, hey boo, it's so good to see you. Go ahead and like this video to spread it out into the ether, show YouTube that our community is doing something special here right now. I am really late. I have not been on here in a while, and I wanted to come in real quick. I just filmed a video celebrating our 500 subscriber mark. Yay! I'll card that if that video is up before this one is. I'm not sure which one I'll put up first. However, clearly I'm recording it in the same day, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I wanted to do a quick card pull real quick for Valentine's Day because if you don't know already, just started school in the spring and I have been so busy. I committed a 30-day break from all social media as I started school, so I haven't been posting anything. I've been really focusing on kind of getting back in the groove of school. You know, I'm going full-time, taking night classes. I work full-time in my local government agency. And so your girl has just been busy, okay? Your girl has been busy. So I do apologize I wasn't able to get our monthly tarot forecast video up. However, I did intend to do a video for Valentine's Day, even though I personally don't celebrate a lot of the holidays like Valentine's Day and like St. Patrick's Day and like Thanksgiving, all of that stuff. It's not really big on me. I know it's a big collective celebration, so I wanted to honor that, and I wanted to show up and be of service to those of you who do celebrate, and also missed that deadline as well. So, you know, nobody's perfect. I am getting back in a good place, so I will be able to get that March video out as spring comes and the new year officially starts. Next month. I'm super excited to kind of settle into my boss lady flow of full-time work, full-time school, full-time content creator, and full-time fabulous girly, okay? And I'm not saying it's going to be an easy destination to reach. I'm not saying it's going to be a simple journey to experience, but I'm just going to show up and be myself and share this ride with you along the way. So if you can get down with that, if you can respect that, then definitely subscribe because it's going to be a wild ride. Now, what are you here for? You're here for a reading. I wanted to pull a couple of cards real quick for the collective in the spirit of love. Now, my desk is currently under remodel. For those of you, again, who are returning family members to the channel, you see that there's been a lot of reconstructing in the making, okay? I had to kind of feng shui my life so that I was able to really work in a smarter, not harder kind of way. But my actual desk is still under a lot of remodeling. I'm thinking about painting it. I was gonna spray paint it, but we did a bookshelf of ours that was like repurposed, and it has a tendency to like transfer the spray paint that we use. Even though we use like the base coat or the whatever coat with it, it's still just is not exactly what I want. So I may potentially be either repainting or restaining this desk. I'm not sure yet. And still in the midst of like kind of organizing my academic side versus, you know, my spiritual side versus my recording side. Just trying to make it all work in this little office space that I have. I also share this office with my partner, and they are also a creative person, and they create their own content as well as music. And so, you know, we have our little studio side. We have like our personal life business file cabinets and stuff and printers on one side, and my content creation on the other side. And then all of our storage, extra clothes and stuff in the closet. So we are really making the most out of this space, okay, honey? If you know what I'm going through, please drop down in the comments. Tell me, where do you go to get your space savers? Where do you go to organize? Like, has anyone been to the Container Store? We have one down the street from us. I really want to go. Like, what's the vibe in there? I've never been to the Container Store. I've always like repurposed little things. I'll go to like the Dollar Tree and stuff like that and just repurpose things that I already have. But okay, enough babbling. Let's do a quick card pull and see what the energy is for Love Day for the collective. I will show you guys the cards since I don't have my desk set up today. But setting intention for a quick, concise breakdown on collective energy. What is the love vibe today for the Love Journey collective? Those visiting and those at home in the family. What is the Valentine's Day vibe? Love vibe. Ooh, that just reminds me, I have a deck here. It's the What's the Vibe deck. I've been using this lately, so I'll pull from that as well. Right now I'm pulling from the traditional Rider-Waite. This is like my OG go-to deck. Okay, so right now the first thing that I just heard is race to the finish line. Like we're trying to get to the finish line. I want the trophy. I want the trophy. I want the works. You know, like I feel like I am in the midst of trying to pull it all together or put it all together. Like I just want. Why can't they just pull it all together? Like why can't they get it right? Let's see. Spirit, connecting to the collective for the most highest good of all involved, asking for protection and clarity. What is the vibe for love? Okay, we just got Two of Wands reversed here. Clarify that. Queen of Wands, okay. Next, Queen of Swords, which we just had on the base, reverse. Clarify that. Clarify that, please, Spirit. What is the vibe for the collective for love? Okay. Okay, any final words around the person this collective is dealing with? Who is the love interest? What is the vibe with them? Why can't they get it right? Oh. Okay, very clear. All right, so at the base of this reading, we have here the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is normally something that is involved with relationships. Obviously, it's not always romantic. This could just be like connections. This could be anything in terms of partnership. And so I'm feeling this energy here in my throat. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Someone is wanting to be seen. They're wanting to be locked in. And the first thing that came to mind when I heard anything about this reading was like race to the finish line. Like, where are we going? Where are we going? Like, where's my trophy? Like, what is going on? So I'm feeling this sense of kind of dissatisfiedness. You know what I mean? So the first thing that came to our reading was the Queen of Wands here and the Two of Wands. Now this energy here is normally someone who knows what they want. This is someone who's not afraid to ask for what they want or to go out and get what they want. But when we have it here with the Two of Wands reversed, this to me is someone who is dissatisfied. They're not getting what it is they desire. To me, this is the energy of like, this isn't worth it. This is not, I'm not feeling valued. I'm not feeling like, where are we going? Things aren't going the way that we would expect or desire for them to go. And I almost feel this fiery energy of like, yeah, this is the last straw. This is the last straw. I'm not feeling it. Like, For someone, something happened, and I'm going to pull from what's the vibe. Something happened that kind of made you say, yeah, no, this isn't it. This isn't it. It's very clear, you know. And for some people, I'm getting this like big Leo energy in this reading here, even with looking at the Two of Cups. We have up here this Leo energy, but then also here in the Queen of Wands, there are two lions holding a rose on her throne. And so again, this is like a passionate or a fiery, passionate person. If this energy is not you, this could be the person who you are pursuing. It almost feels like you're left like with the cat out the bag. And I have no idea what that's meaning. Even now I'm getting tongue-tied. So I'm thinking, is this like someone who was not telling the truth or was dishonest with you? Someone who said they would show up or that they would, you know, prepare something for you to make something special. A lot of empty promises. I'm getting really tired of your broken promises. That's what I just heard. So what is this energy, Spirit? Speak to me about the root, especially this Two of Wands. Who is this person dealing with? What is the disinterest, the dissatisfaction? Okay. Moved on, nothing to stay, stop calling, blocked. Okay, so this is a situationship. I'm just gonna come out and say it right now. For this first situation, we're dealing with the situationship. So I have today, good vibes, now in the moment, and then move on, nothing to stay, stop calling. So here today, gone tomorrow energy. And I don't know if this is specifically talking about Valentine's Day or if this is kind of just the way that this energy is in general. We have thrills and we have clingy. So this is someone who continuously is in this cycle of bad decisions, in this cycle of kind of showing up for a good time and leaving you on red, not showing up for the long term. It's like when you call them and they, you know, you want just a little quick get together, they're down, they're coming fast, they're passionate, they're happy. But when it's time to go on a romantic date, when it's time to share gifts with each other, when it's time for something that's actually moving along in another next step of the relationship, it's like you're holding on to something that does not want to be had. Okay, and I feel like at this point you are kind of getting over it. You know your worth, but yet they come back and they kind of pull you in with the sense of maybe this time they'll value me, maybe, yeah, but this time, whatever happened, whatever they did, really fucked with you, like mentally, I'm feeling, and also like emotionally, and you're like, I'm over it. When I pulled the energy of the masculine that we're dealing with in terms of these relationships, because this is clearly from the feminine perspective, I got the Four of Pentacles here and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is someone who is not willing to have that fresh start. This is someone who's clinging and holding on to something they already have. So this could be someone who's maybe already in a relationship and they're dealing with you on the side, or this could be someone who's hung up on like a baby mom, or, you know, an ex, or maybe someone else that they're talking to that they are more interested in moving forward. Their attention is they're not available, they're not open, they're not accepting of what it is that you have to offer. And it's not that they don't see the worth or the value, but they're not in a position right now where they can honor that and respect that or do anything with it. And I feel like this is leaving you in the Seven of Cups energy, right? You're kind of like unsure. There's a cloudiness about it. Like you don't know where you stand. You kind of get upset with yourself, Queen of Swords. You may get upset with this person. Somebody cussed somebody out, honey, today. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you, but somebody had some words to be shared, okay? I also feel like this could be what's coming up with the old ex energy in this Four of Pentacles. So you're dealing with, and this masculine energy doesn't have to be a man. This could be a masculine presenting woman physically, or it could be an independent woman if you are a man, right? This could be someone who is the counterpart. They're clingy, but not to you. So this says old exes, dead relationships, old ways. No matter what, they tend to stay within the mold of uncertainty, of kind of directionless, because we have this blocked here. You know exactly what you want in this relationship, but it doesn't seem like they are willing to connect with you in that way, in that fresh start. Like you're tired and you want to move forward from this stage of playing games into this stage of like, where are we going? What are we doing? Like, because I'm a Queen of Wands, baby, so what's up? And you would think that, you know, if I just show up pretty enough, if I show up like, if I just keep, you know, showing up, and sometimes you maybe go a period of time without talking to them, and then when you get back together, everything feels good, right? I want to pull some more for today. Good vibes now in the moment. Yeah, exactly. Toxic and stagnant. Lust. So this is the vibe. There's a lot of toxicity in this relationship dynamic, and I feel like that is kind of changing you from this Queen of Wands, this independent, confident within yourself, you know, knowing what you want, asking for what you want, into this Queen of Swords reverse. Queen of Swords reverse can be very bitchy, for lack of better words, you know, like you have a tendency to say things that are maybe overly out of pocket, like that's why you ain't got no money anyways, da, 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 da. Someone told somebody about themselves, but really it just came from a place of kind of just like being tired, like not understanding what's going on here. Why am I being treated this way? Why is it that, you know, every Valentine's Day things have to be like this? Like, you know, not deserving this. This could be a lot of arguments or drama. There's an incompatibility there. This could be someone who's inconsiderate of your time. Like they didn't plan anything ahead of time. Now they're just bringing you one of them teddy bears from the little cart on the side of the street on the way home, and a rose from the gas station, but they still want that. Enough said about this. This is stagnant, right? This is something, it's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of experiencing this. Someone here is over it. And I feel like for some of you listening to this reading, this was the last straw that you needed. This says stuck dead end here, but I feel like this was like almost like a burned bridge completely. Not even just a dead end, but like, yeah, I'm done. And again, this brings me back to this blocked energy. For some of you, someone got caught slipping. I see someone was trying to divide their time between multiple people. Again, being brought back to kind of like the thrills, right? Continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addiction. Bring me a little more clarity to today. For a love reading, this is not what we would hope for, but sometimes you gotta tell it like it is, and sometimes it's not good. Exactly. Sometimes it's time to move forward. Sometimes it's time to move on. Sometimes it's time to dead it. And for some people, this is what you needed to see to kind of like, this was the last straw. This was the nail in the coffin, for lack of better words, right? Of understanding where you stand with this person. And it's actually a good thing, babe. It's a good thing, because the potential, I'm not seeing it here for this person, unfortunately. And sometimes you got to know when to move on. So what is the advice for the collective with this new knowledge? Moving forward, what does that look like? What is on the other side of these choppy waters? What lesson can they take with themselves moving forward? Okay, antisocial. And your feelings, silent treatment, left out. This is, to me, is saying, and even just the way that I placed it, you see how this is on the other side, antisocial. So from where we're coming from, we're not going back. Disengage. This is disengaging. Not disengaging from life, not disengaging. And maybe for some people, you do need to process those feelings. You need to process how you're feeling, and you need to kind of take a moment to, you know, cry. It's okay to scream, to journal, burn some shit, whatever it takes. But in terms of like turning around and dealing with this person, don't unblock them. Don't engage. You've seen all that you need to see. It's okay to be in your feelings. Your feelings are valid. But I think that this silent treatment, this left out, this energy, they're going to try to come back in. This is not new. This is okay. This is the game you play, is what I hear. It's like, this is the game y'all play. This is what you do, you know. So when it's green light comes back on, or the red light for some of y'all, it's time to kind of stand on business and to remember who you are, okay, and to remember what you have to offer and what you bring to the table, and whether that is being honored in this space that you're trying to create love, or that you're wishing for more to come from. Also have here Archangel Michael. Very deep connection to my heart with Archangel Michael. Maybe some of you guys did the Archangel Michael prayer earlier this year. This is about protection, prevented from harm, and divine intervention. Sometimes the things that we feel, they don't feel good, and sometimes the little messages come through and we disregard them, or we think, oh no, they're gonna change, or oh no, you know, there's a reason for this, there's a reason for this. There's always a reason for it. But then also some things happen to kind of push you in a different direction. That last straw energy is sometimes protection from our own selves and the choices, sometimes toxic choices that we make. Okay? So the divine is saying that you are supported, you are protected, you have elsewhere to go, you deserve better. Final message. It's time to make that hard decision. Don't move too fast. Sit in this antisocial energy, right? Sit in the moment right now. Stop calling. Stop clinging. Stop wishing and hoping. Stop even cussing them out. Stop wasting your energy in this moment, and sit with yourself and really connect to where it is that you're going. Where is it that you see these two energies here? Twos. And when we first pulled this energy, it was with the Queen of Wands. She was feeling disregarded. She was feeling like things were not coming into alignment. Like your energy is not being matched here, right? And so using that discernment within yourself to also be able to figure out what is going on here. Like, how did I get here? What is this cycle? How can I break it? How can I understand it? Where do I want to go before you make your next move and your next step, before you move too hastily, right? Especially moving in that Queen of Swords energy, that's just going to call in King of Swords, the fighting, the arguing. They're protecting you from a unhealed situation is what I am hearing, but what I'm thinking of is kind of like not an unhealed situation, but like discomfort, like just uncomfortable situation. Spirit says unhealed. And they're like, no, not discomfort, unhealed. This is unwell. This is unwell. And it's time to like move on from it. Happy Valentine's Day. Sorry, boo. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, it's time to move on from it. I cannot make this up. The Chariot. This is divine movement. This, if you're not careful, you will veer yourself off. And if you're not focused on the destination and what you're going, you can find yourself lost. You can find yourself in situations that you never meant to get into. And that's not where we're trying to go here. There is happiness to be had in going back home to yourself. And I'm also hearing like choosing yourself, you know? I don't think there's a lack of self-awareness and self-love in this situation. I think there is this hope that like something will change. I think there's like this thrill of when it's good, and like there's so much potential of what it could be. But are they choosing you? Are they showing up for you? How much are you losing in the process is what I'm hearing. There's more for you out there. And you deserve that more. And trusting that. Having that discernment really lies in this moment. This discerning moment. Of determining like, okay, where do I stand? What am I doing? Who am I? What am I doing? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? What am I choosing? And not going back on it. Not going back on it. Any final words for the collective for this love reading this February? Distance. I have divorce, ghosted, separation. Spirit is really saying like it's time to disengage, take time away. I feel like this person, this energy is kind of like revolving. I would be careful with Mercury retrograde. I'm not sure when it's coming, but I just have a feeling like even like I think Venus, they're like retrograde. Just be careful with an upcoming retrograde and this coming back, this kind of cycle. Place distance on those kind of like toxic energies that try to cling to you in those old ways of being and that like continuous cycle. Be cautious of that. It's time to cut ties, you know, to kind of be free in yourself. And to protect yourself. Above all else, there is a need to sit with yourself and be established and kind of figure out what it is that you can give yourself, because looking for that person to finally show up and finally do the right thing at this time is just, it's not it. It's not it. So it's time to try something different. It's time to finally let go and let them go be them. Let them go be them, you know, and you go be you. Right back to the beginning of this. And it's not to say that that person isn't a good person, that they can't heal, but just the space that you're in currently and the space that they're in is just not in alignment and not going in the same direction. And that's okay. And how many times do they have to show you who they are before you believe it? I think this was the last time where it's like, yeah, no, I'm not with that. And some of you will unblock them, her, whoever. Some of y'all will, you know, get back in that cycle. And who am I to judge? I'm just the messenger. So do what you see fit. But yeah, that is the energy. Let's get one final word of loving encouragement. Let's do notes from the universe. Okay. This will be very quick and simple. So those of you who are like, oh, are we done yet? Yeah, we're almost done, I promise. So this wasn't exactly the love reading that I would expect, but I accept the message as the messenger. Someone here needed to hear it. So Spirit, can you speak to me and give us something sweet? Give us something encouraging, but also true with clarity that needs to be heard right now for that true tea that you just gave us. What is your message to those that have loved and those that have lost? Oh, okay. Anything else for the collective? Okay, all right. You have more options than you realize. Convince yourself, not others. Ooh, I wonder if that's my partner. Let's come home. Okay, you have more options than you realize. It sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you can think of all the reasons that you love them. And you can, the universe. You have so many options. This doesn't have to be a situation where you have to sit there and tell them all the reasons why you're mad, all the reasons why they need to improve. I'm pretty sure you've done that before already. Okay? There are other options out there for you. Convince yourself, not others. Heavy on this. The need to clarify, explain, or justify oneself in personal relationships is always self-serving. What is important is knowing the truth about why you felt the need, because it often points to insecurities that could be dealt with in more effective ways. Okay, so to me, this is saying someone here, like I said, is gonna go back. You want to salvage, you want to have a conversation, you want to understand. Someone wants to have not clarity, but closure. And the need to clarify or explain is self-serving. Instead of seeking that externally, and I think a lot of the times when we're in relationships, we need that validation. I'm definitely that kind of person. I like to have a conversation. I like to have an understanding. You know what I mean? But first, you need to understand yourself. First, you need to sit and self-reflect. That Two of Swords energy. And the truth that needs to be felt needs to be understood and overstood before you move forward, okay? Creating space for new love. When a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. And when it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much, the universe. I can't say anything more than that, okay? So create space for new love within yourself, coming home to yourself, valuing yourself, having the confidence in yourself. Those things that hurt you, those things that you continue to hear and it's just not true and you're tired of, stop justifying it and let it go. Let it go. Okay, there are more effective ways to handle this, and you have so many options. There's someone out there who can match that Queen of Wands energy, boo, for sure. Okay, all right. I love you so much. I hope that this reading has been helpful to those of you. For some people, maybe it doesn't connect with your experience, and that's okay. This time didn't connect to your energy, and that's all good. Maybe next time we will. But for those of you who it did connect with, I hope that this gives you a good feeling of what the vibe is, that this validates your feelings, that you know you are worthy, and that you know that the universe supports you and you are protected, and that, you know, loving on you is the best first step forward. I hope that you continue to take this message of loving yourself and creating space for love and valuing how people treat you with respect. Follows you always. And yeah, thank you for allowing me to read for you today. I'm going to let you guys go. And I will catch you in the next video. Until then, I'm sending you so much love. Okay.